What's good, all of y'all? I'm just shrugging my shoulders right now, y'all. Since everyone is saying that they getting their last word and they final word, yeah, I just want to come and give mine too. Can I do that? Can I do that on this channel? Can I come through on this channel and give my last word? Damn it. People kill me. Now, you know something, for whatever reason, and y'all, this is one thing that I've noticed about being in the beef sector for as long as I have. It's people on here that really think that they are the only people with families. And I think that's crazy. Like, what? So other families stop being made because you were created. Other families stop being made. What? Now, I've heard a few different things today. What's good, leader? Look at you being the only one to drop down, even though it's like 60-something people up in here. What y'all scared for? Y'all scared that Shelly gonna see y'all drop down? Are you scared that Shelly is gonna see you drop down? So now it's almost 70 of y'all up in here. And you scared for what? What's good, Lynn T? Lita and Lynn T, the only people that have the cojones. Oh, what's good, Queen Diva? Lita, Lynn T, and Queen Diva have the cojones to drop down. And now Simply A and now Roxy. But anyway, y'all, let me get to what I have to say about this. Even with everything that has transpired all day today, y'all, and please like my video, I hope that you guys are able to see. Hey, Angie. Hey, J Mac. I hope, and hey, Black Love. Hey to everybody. I hope that y'all are able to see, just like what I said, this mess had nothing to do with me. As y'all have watched the back and forth videos today, nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. And hey, UK. But for whatever reason, I was thrown up in the mix. Hey, Life with Jamila. Hey, Shanice. You know, and I think it's very fascinating that, you know, I don't know if y'all caught Shelly's last live, y'all. But, you know, she talked about how she lost so many people this year. Guess what? I had family that died this year too. Close relatives. And I actually spoke in a video in September in which I spoke about family dying. But you didn't give a damn. Now, you lost 2 people within the course of 6 months. I lost 2 people in the course of a week. In the course of a week. What's good, Must Be? What's good, Face? It's crazy to me. And hey, Miss Holiday. Hey to everybody. It's crazy to me how people just think that, you know, the only concern should be theirs. But either way, Shelly has been doing this battling today and has yet to say what I did to her. Yes, I came and debated on her platform. No, she might have thought that I had an unpopular opinion, but what did I do to her? Let's start there. If y'all ain't paying attention to this, y'all should be paying attention. as many videos as she has done within the last 48 hours, she still can't say what I did to her except for engaging in an LGBTQIA debate on her channel. Why invite people to a debate if you're going to get pissed off? Why tell people to come over if that's how you feel? Why invite people to an OG panel if people can't speak their truth in their mind? Because even with all of this, Shelly still has not said yet what I've done to her, because I didn't do anything to that bitch but be respectful. I didn't do anything to that bitch but be nice. I didn't do anything to her, but because she had a problem with BB, because they had their own situation. A good bit of the stuff that they've been talking about today, well, at least what Shelly was talking about, I don't know nothing about. I don't know nothing about no damn Shelly and TC. I don't know nothing about no damn Shelly and Vivian. I don't know nothing about no damn TC and Vivian. I don't know nothing about none of that bullshit because I don't talk to them like that. But Shelly still can't tell y'all what I did to her to make her send edibles through my mail. And then for the last couple of 24 to 48 hours, and I'm being precise with my math, she has denied a package coming to my house. But then earlier this morning, she was on the live saying, well, if a package did come and it came from Baltimore, it came from Sean. Well, if it wasn't a package that came to my house, then how you going to plant the package on Sean? Shelly, you would be better off just keep denying the package. Keep denying that you sent it. Because if now you can plant it on Sean, then what you are doing is validating the fact that something was sent. You want me to think that Sean sent me something up in my mail, even though he never had my address? But you were the one that threatened on a couple of videos and on Lady Nika's live that you was going to try to send something to me. But now I need to blame Sean. But again, what did I do to you? Because I'm still waiting. Now you saying I'm stalking you on YouTube. Bitch, I've been all over YouTube even before you was really on here. And I'm still going to frequent and visit the places that I choose to. But you can't tell these people what I did to you because I ain't do shit to you. But engage in a discussion on your platform. Now really think about that. Sit your loony ass down somewhere and put that up in your pipe and smoke it. Put it up in your pipe and smoke it. Because I ain't did shit to you. But show up to your panel when you invited me. But try to support your panel when I saw you was live. Girl, I ain't did nothing to you. All this bullshit that you got going on with BB, it was never my fault. But you can't even understand. Hey to everybody. Oh, J-Mac, my email address. Hold on, let me put it for J-Mac, y'all. Hold on, y'all. So that's my email, J-Mac. But you know, y'all have been watching Shelly trying to come up with these excuses. And again, BB is my friend, but I don't know what in the hell they talked about. I actually clicked BB's link whenever she was live to ask my own questions. Because I don't know what they had going on or what conversations they had or any of that mess. But what I continue to reiterate in this live is, what did I do to Shelly? What did I do? Child. But people be like, J.Dunn, you always the victim. You always the victim. What in this circumstance, I didn't do anything to anybody. I was being cool with BB. I was being cool with Shelly. They had whatever they had going on, y'all. I don't be on no three-way phone calls. I don't know what the fuck going on. The few times, and you're welcome, J-Mac. Hey, PTT and OG. The few times that I talked to Shelly on the phone, we didn't always have lengthy conversations. So whatever they had going on in the background, had no idea. And to be honest, it's not up to me to try to wade through all of that. Because I know I didn't do nothing but show up to support a motherfucking channel. It's crazy how Shelly over there talking about people need to stand up in their shit. Well, you should have stood up in yours. What's good, Marat? She should have stood up in hers. If you had a problem with me, you should have been said it. Why wait for BB to tell me anything if that's how you felt? Oh, and another thing, y'all. Now, out of the last 4 or 5, well, no, it's about to be 5 years since it's about to be 5 years since I've been creating content regularly. In the 5 years that I done been on here, y'all, and the 6, hold on, how many? No, and the 3 or 4 women that I've dated from this application. Right, I know she said that, Dav. Now, I know she said that. But my point is, this bullshit didn't have nothing to do with me. So don't make me a casualty and then get mad when I call the cops. Because, bitch, if I didn't do nothing to you, there is no reason for me to be a part of any of this bullshit. But out of the 3 or 4 women that I've dealt with off of here, and in the 5 years that I've been consistently coming on here, when have y'all ever heard that I was pissy? Now, that's the newest thing that Shelly brought out the crack of her ass today. Now I'm pissy. Well, child, as many interviews that have been done by exes of mine, 2 exes have done interviews on here across several platforms. One person that I was conversing with for a matter of a month and a half, and nobody came through and said all of that. But now today, I'm pissy. But meanwhile, Shelly is the one who tried to coin viewers as Pissy Pam. So are you retiring your reads now, Shelly? Now I'm pissy. Pissy for what? My bladder works fine. Pissy for why? I don't drink liquor like that. Pissy how? Out of all these interviews that people that I've actually encountered in my real life have done, why they didn't say I was pissy, but that's what you said. Hey, right to be told. For me to be there at the show, if I'm pissy like that, then wouldn't they have said it? I was with Marissa on and off for about 4 years. And Brianna interviewed her. Wouldn't she have said that I was pissy? What's good, dear self? What's good to beautiful Kimmy? Happy holidays to everybody. Wouldn't she have said it? Like, y'all, it baffles me. And Marissa ain't from no YouTube. That's the reason why I was on and off with her for so long, because I knew her before YouTube. But child, now Shelly said that BB told her that I'm pissy, bitch. Why would I feel the need to tell BB if I'm a pissy bitch? Why? What's good, Sherry? What's good, Operation? First off, I ain't no pissy bitch, but why would I tell BB? What would I need to call my friend and tell her that for? For her to tell you. It just seemed like you lying and you recycling reads, and I don't like that. But again, the main question that I had at the beginning of this live is, what did I do to Shelly? Nothing. So all of this bullshit is behind shit that I didn't even do. Behind shit that two other grown adults had going on. Behind conversations that they had multiple times, and I ain't have no part with it. Behind the fallout is some bullshit. And then you want to take it out on me. Shelly, grow the fuck up. Grow up. Grow up. You calling me whiny and childish? My voice might be whiny. But the only childish person that I see is you. Because you should really grow up. One thing that is baffling to me, y'all, on YouTube, and this is across the board. Now, some of y'all might ask the question, why does J.Dunn do and say some of the things that she do? Why is she so reckless? Why might she do XYZ, or why might she reveal emails? Because they claiming I doxed that man again, when all I did was reveal emails because he lied and said that they had not contacted me when he had. But I find it interesting that so many parents out here who love to protect their kids, who have adult kids, teenage kids, however old your kids are, they be the main ones on this motherfucker being so reckless. Now, the difference between me and a lot of these quote-unquote parents on here is I don't have any. So my life is in my hands. I'm only responsible for myself. Now I'm responsible for myself and Zulu. But when you know that you got kids out here up in the world and you sowing all these bad seeds, and you and people ready to always tell me about karma, you don't think that the karma will come back on your kids? Why don't you be a little bit more cautious in the way you behave and how you being childish? I don't understand for the life of me how people who have kids are not concerned with the fact that their kids might roll around these motherfucking videos and shit like that of what they doing on here. It's your job to protect your kids, not anyone else's. Child, but people be telling me, and I'm just like, what? I guarantee you, if I was a parent with my own kids currently, y'all wouldn't even see me in this motherfucking sector or even on this application. But people do that. People do it. Because make no mistake about it, no matter how you feel about me or what you think about me, even whenever I'm no longer on this application, either whenever I'm no longer on this earth, even whenever y'all ain't no longer on this earth, guess who may still be here? Y'all's kids. Why the fuck? If YouTube never shut down, but you putting all this out here for your kids to see, then why you gotta be pissed at me? All this lying and bullshit. All this doing extra. Coming at me when I'm 15 years younger than you. But then you supposed to be the positive role model for your kids. Child, bye. What's good, DC? What's good, Juwana? What's good, dog baby? Child, bye. all of this bullshit that you leave. This controversy and shit, this lying, this trying to say that people pissy, that people shitty. First off, what almost 50-year-old woman has to call people pissy and shitty, but then you'll be the first person to reprimand your grandkids for going to school saying stupid shit like that because y'all act like y'all in school. Trying to jump on me because of some fallout that you had. Trying to jump on me because of a disagreement that you had that ain't have nothing to do with me. Trying to jump on me because I debated on your channel. What's good, Kimberly Black? Happy holidays. Happy holidays to everybody. It don't make no sense, y'all. No sense at all. But you know something? At this particular point in my life, I don't have to worry about none of my kids or my stepkids or whoever to be looking at this mess. But it's many parents on here that have to worry about that, and they still don't give a damn. They still don't. The next thing I want to say, I was on Kimmy's earlier today, and Kimmy, she let me up there, which I was shocked. You know, a few things were able to be hashed out with me and the lady Benzone, and then also with the where the man Rodney had left. But the one thing that it seems like people get misconstrued, which Duchess Kelly Love kind of got it all wrong, because he put a video and he said no apologies accepted. And I know he only did that because Jay Wilson came and said that he don't accept an apology. Well, Jay Wilson, you cannot accept an apology that I haven't given. Jay Wilson, none of this was about Jay Wilson today. But y'all best believe that he came on live to insert himself in shit that nobody mentioned him in order to say that I made it about me. Well, a lot of this stuff is about me, Jay Wilson. It wasn't about you, though. But you that hard up and pressed for a motherfucking coin, a motherfucking nickel and dime. What's good, Fifi? Fifi, I didn't know you were subscribed over here to me. Well, I'm happy that you're here. I think I'm subscribed to you too. I believe that I am. Y'all, normally whenever I see new people around here that subscribe to me, I try to make sure that I'm subscribed back. But I think I'm subscribed to Fifi. But Jay Wilson tried to turn this whole thing around, talk about he don't accept no apology. Jay Wilson, you can't accept an apology that I ain't gave. Now, when I clicked on your link and I was up in the back chat and you wouldn't let me up, you were having a full-blown conversation with me while I was backstage in your back chat. You said that you felt like I owed you an apology. I told you, well, let me up and we can talk about it. You said, no, you're not letting me up because Shelly was up there. I told you that I had recently apologized to Nika because me and Nika talked about it. And I said, let me up so we can talk about it. You continue to talk on your platform, on your panel, while I was typing in the back chat. And never once did I put an apology up there because you didn't let me up for us to talk about it. Ronnie Howard, I ain't know you make content. I'll subscribe to you too. Never once. And that right there was baffling to me because I'm like, now this man talk about he don't accept my apology. Bitch, I never gave you one. He pressed about his phone number. Bitch, I don't give a damn. He's still, y'all, he's still running around here lying and saying that I put his phone number because he did commentary about my previous YouTube relationships on here. But that's not true. I shared the screenshot of why Jay Wilson pissed me off. And what he did to set me off had absolutely nothing to do with anything that happened on his platform. What happened was I was sitting here having a conversation with everybody. This was shortly after I had fallen out with Lady Nika. Plenty of people had hit me up, said I owed Nika an apology. I did a live to get feedback on why so many people felt like I owed her an apology. And while I was doing my live about why people thought that I owed Nika an apology, because it was strictly just me letting the chat sound off and tell me why you think. And Jay Wilson dropped down and told me, me. It's all about me. It's all about me. That's what he put up in my damn chat. Now, I was over here minding my own black ass business in my damn live, trying to get the feedback of all the people that had left comments on my previous video. And he dropped down to tell me, me, making about me, when I was legitimately discussing on whether or not I owed Nika an apology. And I was trying to get an understanding of why so many people felt that I did. But even when I was talking about whether or not Nika was owed an apology, he still said I made it about me. If I'm talking about whether or not I owe somebody an apology and trying to get the consensus of everyone based on the comments that were left under my videos, then how is that making it about me again? Or is it because I'm asking about why people feel this way that I made it about me? But even if it's my channel, then shouldn't I be able to make it about me? Like, it's these types of things. And Jay Wilson did that, and that was my last straw, because that conversation had nothing to do with him. So he dropped down to make my live about him. He loves to get on here and talk about I'm making everything about me. Even whenever I'm trying to do the mature adult thing and get other opinions about a circumstance. And please like my video, y'all. I'm trying to get more opinions about a circumstance in order for me to make up on my own mind and draw my own conclusion. He said I was making it about me. Even though it was my channel. And I got the screenshot on my community wall to prove it. When he initially did this, y'all, I had screenshot it, put on my community wall. And so yesterday when he tried to lie about why we fell out, I had to scroll down my community wall to find that post and reshare it. So it's right there. And then also, 7 stars. I don't have no issue with you. So I'm not sure why you trying to make an issue with me. I had no idea that you had posted anything about me on your community wall until a couple of folks left me comments underneath my last video telling me to go look at your wall because they felt like you was being shady towards me. So yesterday, 7 was up there on Jay Wilson's platform. And I saw Jay Wilson come up with my recommendations. So I clicked on the video to listen in, and I heard 7 talking about that I'm her daughter. Like, I mean, 7, I know that you older than me by a couple of months, but since when did you birth me? I mean, hell, you the daughter of Tasha K, and you still down here with us. So exactly, why are you trying to toot your own horn? Tasha K is over 1 million subscribers at this point. And you still down here up in the beef sector talking about that I'm your daughter since when? I guarantee you most of the time, what's good, just me? I guarantee you, on most videos, I get more views than you, 7. So how am I your daughter? Then, because I text her through the Instagram to let her know, because they were, I know what it was. They were talking about Grand Central Station, y'all. So they were talking about Grand Central Station and how VS did a spinoff of Grand Central Station, and that's how she got Mess Express, which is true. But then I was also listening in, and I heard them debating on why Mess Express, or not why Mess Express, but why Grand Central Station ended up ending. And Seven said that she knew what happened, but she couldn't remember what happened. So because I have communication with her on Instagram, hey Trace Blockins, because I have communication with her on Instagram, I sent her the answer to what they were pondering. Because I knew that if first off, I was busy at that particular time, so I couldn't click no link anyway. But even if I had, Jay Wilson wouldn't have let me up. So I thought I was good doing a solid to text Seven and let Seven know the reason why Grand Central Station ended up falling apart, based on my own knowledge, because during the time of that show, I was also emailed to be a co-host there. And I still have them email receipts if anybody want to call me a lie. That's one thing about me. I don't delete my emails, y'all. I don't delete my emails. And so I sent through the Instagram DM to let Seven know that from my understanding, the breakdown of Grand Central Station started after another suicide attempt from Neptarian. Y'all remember Neptarian Looking From Afar? He was the only guy up on Grand Central Station. And I remember when they first reached out to me to fill in as a co-host, I was told that I was filling in as a co-host because he had some type of breakdown or something. And they needed me to just fill in as a guest spot. So I really only went and did one episode with them, y'all. Just one. I filled in. But I remember that they started having to have people fill in as long as he was away. So I text that to Seven so that she can contribute that to Jay Wilson's discussion so that they would know. Yes. Okay. So y'all remember. Yeah. So I sent her that in the Instagram DM so that they would know exactly the cause of it. And I also stated, Seven, I'm not your daughter. Because I don't know why she's thinking that I'm your daughter. So then she did a community wall post, y'all. Screenshot what I said, which I said what I said. And then she had the nerve to say, no child of mine's, with an S at the end, y'all. No child of mine's has an obesity problem or some bullshit. Well, first off, I would have thought that by the time that you reached about the age of 6 or 7, that you learned that minds is not an actual word. Mine is actually the word that you were searching for, 7. But for whatever reason, you're 36 years old and you don't realize that minds with an S at the end, it's not a word. So before you say about no child of yours, no parent of mine would even be using the terminology minds. Anytime y'all hear an adult say minds, y'all, it's so cringy. And that's even in my real life, not even all Seven's posts. Y'all, I'm very stickler in my real life about grammar. Anytime I hear a grown-ass adult saying minds, it sounds like a toddler snatching a toy away saying minds. It's minds. It's minds. 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 Child, that's what 2 and 3-year-olds say. But when you're 36 years old, when you're 40 years old, when you're 50 years old, when you're 60 years old, you should know better than that. If you even paid attention in English class, you should know better than that. So whenever you think you're trying to read or drag somebody and check them, but you use the term minds at your age. Oh yeah, son too. Oh, just lovely, liked it. Child, I don't get it. No, you liked the video. You liked the picture. But when you run around here talking about, I liked it, I liked it. I liked it, your picture. I liked it, your video. I liked it, this. No. But it's like, who am I to be trying to grammatically correct an adult who called herself shading the fuck out of me on her community wall, but she don't even know how to use words properly? Like, who am I? Who am I? Child, bye. Yeah, the Texas too. Y'all, it just don't make sense. Oh, and Tenny said the difference between two, and two. Right. But the one thing that I do like, y'all, is looking at the community wall post, because you can tell a lot about a person based on how they type. Now, many of these people can get on here and talk this big game and claim so much intelligence and things like that. But you really know if that is true just by reading the community wall. You got some people on here who are notorious for typing the way they talk. And that's okay. Case in point, iBabe, she types the way she talks. And I love it. When I read iBabe's community wall, I don't expect anything grammatically correct because she types it the way she says it, to the point to where I can hear her voice in my head while I'm reading her community wall post. And she might put several periods and several commas and whatever she's trying to put. But she is conveying her thought through her voice, and that's okay. But when it comes to Seven trying to shade somebody about obesity, I'd rather be an obese bitch than be a person in my, well, now we up in our mid to late 30s at this point, Seven. We both are. I would prefer to be an obese bitch than to be the one who is thinking that she's taking a dig at somebody, but using toddler words, using toddler phrases. Girl, if didn't nobody teach you that minds ain't a thing? Child, I had to screenshot her post and respond to it. And I'm just like, girl, the fact that you had minds in there totally invalidated your argument, in my opinion. You can never tell me that you raised me about any motherfucking thing with that bullshit. You might need to pick up a couple of dictionaries now. Maybe go to the library and pick up a few English textbooks so that you can actually learn about possessive nouns, possessive pronouns, and how all of that works. Because mine is possessive, but mine's with an S at the end is not. So do all that before you go on your community wall post trying to tell me something, please. Do that. Child, and that's the crazy thing, because I was going to compliment her because I was like, oh, you look nice. But yeah, before I could even give her a compliment, she had done did that bullshit. And it's just like, okay, Seven, whatever. Because you want to say that I'm your daughter. I'm your blog daughter. Since when? And if I am your blog daughter, why our views don't match? If I'm your vlog daughter, then you should have more views than me. The fact that a person that done been to have cosmetic surgery about 4 times this year is going to tell me about an obesity problem. Child, bye. Now, if you don't have to have about 4 or 5 cosmetic surgeries this year, and now you want to talk about obesity? And I'm one of the only people that ain't even bothered you about your surgeries, because that's your life. Do what you want to do for yourself. Child. Let me see. Oh, hey, Shelby. Trace Blotkin said, what does the sector have against the word R? Everything is you. You know something? I hear a lot of stuff. And y'all, to be honest, I sometimes have to break myself of the habit of sometimes picking up some of the grammar here. Because with my degrees, especially with my master's is in creative writing with an emphasis in screenwriting. So I had to study the English language really hard. And like typing stuff, oh, I'm very grammatically correct most of the time. But sometimes some of the stuff that you hear people say will rub off on you. It will. But that's one of the things where you have to code switch. Like for me, I can come on here and I could talk all crazy and gutter with everybody. But then in my real life, on a professional level, I have to code switch. And then whenever I code switch, then I'm back to my grammatically and proper self. I'm back to sounding, very sophisticated and things of that nature. But sometimes you have to learn that you can sometimes pick up some bad habits. Trace Blockkin said, is you going live? Just me reading that off the street, that is so Pizarro. Pizarro be like, is you this and is you that and is you this and is you that? Is you? What? Y'all, what about the grammatical errors that people do whenever they forget the linking verb? Some people don't even know that linking verbs exist. Like if I'll be like, Lynn T, where your sister at? And she be like, Lynn T will respond to me and be like, she here. She here. What about the linking verb? The correct thing is she is here because the linking verb is connects the words. So if I say, where your sister at? Don't say she here. Say she is here because she is here. But people be forgetting that type of stuff. And I just be like, what? Did y'all just never pick up a book ever again in y'all's lives after y'all got out of high school? Did y'all stop reading? Lynn T said, no, I wouldn't. I mean, J.Dunn. Child. I just used you as an example because your comment was the first comment that I saw. Lynn said, I gave up a long time ago. I gave up long ago. Most people on social media don't even recognize the difference between two, and two. That's correct. But yeah, it's like, no. She is here. He is here. They are going. They will go. Linking verbs. Linking verbs matter, y'all. Right to be told said, well, you weren't supposed to end a question with at, for, or with. Correct. Child, now this becoming an English lesson. Child. But it's for real. It's very, very, it's a pet peeve of mine. I have to tell y'all, I stopped talking to women for certain things like that because if they text me and the text is not correct grammatically, it bothers me. And then I want to know why. Why are you texting like this? Why are you not using the linking verbs? Why? And then I might ask them, and then, some women get offended if I ask them. But child, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to be like, why? Then they'll be like, what? And I'm like, well, I'm just asking a question, But then sometimes, y'all, you could be texting and it's so off-putting with the way that they type that it just turn you off. Like you could be just turned off just by the way somebody texts you. We need an English lesson weekly. Child, if I did an English lesson over here, they ain't gonna listen. What's good, Don Cato's crib and the bushes and everybody else? Oh, yeah. There, and there. Child, they don't get it. And I'll be like, what? And this is another reason, too, why I be so shocked when people really be accusing me of having troll pages. Y'all, I'm very anal when it comes to my typing and my spelling. And that's because I have to be as a writer. So when people be accusing me of being a troll page, and I'm like, that's not even my typing style. I put a period at the end of my sentences. If I'm asking a question, I will put a question mark. If I'm stating a thought that might need to be thought about, I will use an ellipsis, which is 3 periods simultaneously, so that you can understand that I'm conveying a thought and a pause before I put my next thing. But then they be having these troll pages that be coming out here saying all types of shit. And then you got dumb bitches like Teresa that's like, that's J.Dunn, that's J.Dunn. It's J.Dunn. Bitch, that ain't me. That might be you. Jin said, starts with 2 and 2. Yep. And then Sparkling Water said, are your and your. Correct. It just don't make no sense to me. And please like my video, y'all. For somebody that's that anal about the English language and about grammar the way that I am, y'all, any of these ratchet ass troll pages that just be typing all willy-nilly and not using punctuation and having all these run-on sentences and shit, that ain't me. I don't do no run-on sentence. Lynn T. Hold on. Let me put this, y'all. Lynn T. Yes, I expect them to use punctuation just like you just did. Look at Lynn T. Lynn T just asked me a question. She said, you expect them to use punctuation too? Would she use the right to? Well, actually, she used 2 right tos. The first 2 is correct. The second 2 with the TOO is correct. But then she also put punctuation. She put a question to allow me to know that she was asking me a question. Then she put an exclamation mark there to let me know her temperament with asking me said question. The exclamation points means that she is exclaiming. She is shocked. She is inquisitive. She wants to know my answer. And she used punctuation in order to convey that thought. So that's why I have to showcase this comment, y'all. Yep, R and R for Joanna. Oh, conjunction, junction, what's your function? Hooking up words, phrases, and clauses. Conjunction, junction, how's that function? I remember that mess. Yeah, I can't remember where I got that from, though, but I heard it before in the past. Jin Win said Virgoism, y'all. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, y'all, look at me done went on a 15-minute tangent about the English language. Because, child, I'm really about that. Even with my emails, child, I have to look at it and make sure that you do what you need to do. Make sure that I understand what you're saying. I can't stand for it to be like an official email and it has grammatical errors and things like that up in it. Because then I'll be like, do you need me to proofread your emails before you send them? Save it as a draft and let me proofread it first. Oh, Joanna said Saturday morning cartoon. Okay. Oh, Schoolhouse Rock. Okay. Thank you, Francis. I heard it before. I heard the song before, but I didn't know where it came from, y'all. I didn't know where it came from. But anyway, y'all, let me stop rambling to y'all because I done been here for almost an hour and I think that's enough. But I'm happy that people enjoy the English language just like I do as well. But yeah, so 7. When you drag me on the community wall post, please make sure that you don't say mines like a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old. I need for you to say mine. Mine. There is no S at the end of mine. Anytime you use mine as a word of possession, you don't need to put an S because you are not plural. You are a singular one person. So it should be mine without an S. That's all I'm saying, y'all. But anyway, thank y'all for joining me and thank y'all for being a little petty with me when it comes to the English language and things like that. I'm going to get off of here. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Don't stress. And thank you to my moderators. Thank you, Taylor May, to Shelby, and everybody for being up in here. I'll talk to y'all later. Oh, you talking about men's. Yeah, they be saying men's and women's. The women's, the women's this and the men's that. Child can't stand it. But either way, y'all. Bye.